Hey, Weasel.
Ah, it's you.
Yep. You got something for me?
I don't think so.
Of course you do. 4 funny driving licenses in return for 1 Yankee passport you conned out of a mate of mine. Now do I have to go through all that again?
I think you'd better come and see my business partner.
What, Lefty Lonigan? I'd rather talk to the cops than him.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. But Lefty likes to deal with all our awkward clients.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. You see, I don't like talking to the cops anyway. But I'll have to send my business partner around to talk to Lefty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you may know him. Johnny Hinton. Or I may send Harry Barker around to have a little chat also. That's better. You're such a character, Weasel. You're always going to have your little jokes, haven't you? Not bad.
They cost me.
Oh, I'm sure they did. But you would have made a few bob flogging off that passport, wouldn't you? Anyway, you just call it protection money. See ya.
Everything all right, Mr. Gillespie?
Of course.
Well, it's going to cut our line of vision to the fence.
It's all in hand, Mrs. Powell. Mr. Fletcher has full instructions for tomorrow. There'll be a double guard on the fence, 2 officers on the roof, skeleton staff in the prison, and everyone else in the marquee.
I see. Well, that's just about everybody. Sir, do you think there'll be any overtime tomorrow night? You see, I'm supposed to have this weekend off, and I thought my husband...
We'd all have the weekend off, Mrs. Powell, if it wasn't for this stupid pantomime business. One of the disadvantages of the job, I'm afraid. Every officer will be required to do his or her duty. They can't expect anything less.
Yes, sir.
Right, Doreen, you got my torch. I think the battery should last a while, love. What about you, Mouse?
Oh, I've got one, but my other batteries are nearly flat.
Jude?
Well, Rita said she'd swap me some batteries for some cigarettes, but I've already used those up from the buy-up.
Don't worry about Rita. I'll fix her.
Honey, I think our main problem is going to be those batteries. You know, most of them are flat, and we can't hang around waiting for the next buy-up, huh?
Yeah, it's a toughie.
No worries. You just leave it to your old Lizzie.
What are you going to do? Nip down the corner store?
Ask no questions and you'll be told no lies.
Yeah, well, I still think I'll see what I can scrounge for myself.
Oh, you got no faith in me.
Shh. Watch it.
Smith,
You rang?
find something for Griffin to do, will you?
Sure.
Hey, Mrs. Powell, Mr. Gillespie said we could send a telegram to Mrs. Jackson. What do you reckon about this? Congratulations, Mrs. J, to you upon your wedding day. Best wishes to your husband, too. He's getting a real good Wentworth screw.
Did you write that letter?
No, I didn't. You did.
Oh, that's right, dob me in.
Can we send it?
Oh, I suppose so, if you've got permission.
You know, I still can't work out why you volunteered to work in here.
I wanted to help with the plans.
Yeah, well, we can always do with an extra pair of hands working on the pantomime, can't we, Jude?
Oh, sure. It's the only thing we've got at the moment to keep us occupied.
No, I meant the plans for the breakout. That's what I want to help with. I always do everything I can to help my friends.
Why are they standing there? They should be inside.
I'll go and see what's wrong.
Knowing Bobby's probably got cold feet. Oh, don't say that, Meg. It'd be terrible to be stood up at the altar. Don't mind telling you, I feel like turning around and running.
You wouldn't.
I couldn't. My legs have turned to jelly. What is it?
Tracy hasn't arrived yet. Poor Bob. Well, Jim suggests we drive round the block while he gets everyone else inside. The church is booked for another wedding later, so we can't delay too long.
Why couldn't they have left earlier? Barnhurst's hardly the end of the earth.
Well, something could have happened, Meg. You know what it's like when a prison's short-staffed.
Well, this is it.
I appreciate your situation at home, but I wish you'd appreciate mine here. The security of the prison has been placed entirely in my hands, and I have to employ staff as I see fit.
I realise that, sir. What I'm saying is that we work under an award which lays down specific conditions.
Look, I admire the union. I've always had a good working relationship with them. All officers will be paid the relevant rates and overtime.
I know that. I am talking about officers on watch from the roof. I don't consider it a safe place to work.
Yes, well, the fact of the matter is that prison work all... What's that doing here?
What? Oh, Lizzie's probably cleaning the staff room.
Why aren't you under supervision?
Hey? Oh, I've been doing this for years.
That true?
Certainly, as long as I've been here, she is a trustee.
All right, Birdsworth, anyway. Mrs. Powell, open the gates, if you please.
Righto, well, I'll see you later.
Marriage should be honoured by all and is not to be entered into lightly or carelessly, but with reverent and serious respect for those purposes for which it was ordained. Marriage is a gift from God for the well-being of mankind and for the proper expression of those natural instincts and affections with which
She's
he
so
has
unlike
endowed us.
Barbara, and yet alike in many ways.
It is a
So much I
lifelong
have to know
union
about her.
in which a man and a woman are called so to give themselves in body, spirit, and mind, and so to respond, that from their union will grow a deepening knowledge
Here I
and
am,
love for each other.
with a
In the
man I
joys
didn't
and
even know
sorrows of
6
life,
months ago.
In prosperity and adversity,
But I know that I love
they
him,
will share their companionship,
and that's enough for me.
faithfulness, and strength. Robert and Margaret have now come here to be joined in this holy union to which God has led them. They seek his blessing on their life together that they may fulfill his purpose for them. And they ask us to support them in this prayer. If any person here can show why they may not lawfully be joined in marriage, he should speak now or hereafter remain in silence.
Oh, heck, this is never gonna fit me. Someone must have got me measurements ass up.
Yeah, well, maybe if you stood on your head, it would fit then.
Hell, where am I going to hide these? Hey, Anne, will you do me a favour, love?
Yeah, sure.
Nick out to the workshop and see how the scenery's going. They promised to have the pumpkin coach finished by lunchtime. What the hell do you think you're playing at? You know we can't trust her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bea. I was just wondering where I could hide my torch.
Well, I've got a suggestion.
That could be dangerous.